Has China done a Kargil to India? Will Modi government respond? Isn't it time for Modi government to come out with a white paper on the ongoing India-China border tensions? Why the Congress and other opposition parties are keeping silent? Why aren't they behaving like responsible opposition parties? What has happened? What is wrong? Well, friends, this is Rajeev Sharma. The subject matter of today's video editorial and strategic analysis is the ongoing India-China border tensions and the military standoff in Ladakh, which started over a month back, to be precise, on 4th and 5th of May night. There are reports that the Chinese army, the People's Liberation Army, is occupying Fingers area in Pangong Tso Lake region in Ladakh, Jammu Kashmir. Over 5,000 troops of them, of PLA, have pitched up tents, are sitting in the territory which happened to be Indian territory before 5th of May. Which happened to be Indian territory controlled by Indians before 5th of May. The territory may still be considered Indian by Indian government, but the control is by China now. Folks, isn't it time for the government to come out clean on this? Isn't it time for the opposition parties to be more responsible instead of fighting, bothering more about the upcoming Rajya Sabha elections and elections in Bihar, elsewhere? When will our political parties mature up? Why nobody is talking about this? Why even the media is not focused about it? Why the media has become a handmaiden of the government of India? That's by and large, that is the case. Now, the larger and the more sinister question is that in 1962, India and China fought a war. And China got to occupy a vast tract of Indian territory since then. But now the question is, today, 58 years later, China is yet again occupying Indian territory. And this time without fighting a war. In 1962 at least they had paid a price. They had fought a war for a month. This time, not a bullet has been fired. And Indian territory has come in control of Chinese. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has not come up with any statement, nor has the government or any minister come up with any statement. Equally damning is the silence of the opposition. Why? No party has demanded a white paper on this issue. Why it is being considered a sacred cow? In the name of national security, in the name of... You can't push issues and questions like these under the carpet. Now, the question is, will Modi government issue a statement on what is the status? Who is occupying the fingers area in Pangong Tso region of Ladakh? Important question. It cannot happen. It cannot be business as usual anymore, any longer. It cannot be the swing diplomacy that you have, Jhula diplomacy at the summit level and fisticuffs at the borders. You cannot have a walk in the garden at the summit level and skirmishes on the border. There is a huge disbalance. Now, this has to be corrected. Why China is doing it, that is a separate issue completely. Of course, China is doing it because they want to send a message to the Hong Kong protesters. They are coming up with a legislation to end Hong Kong's autonomy once and for all. They have to divert the world's attention from China being dubbed as the progenitor of coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic. And of course, China is really riled at an international effort by 116 countries to have an independent international investigation on the origin of coronavirus pandemic. Of course, all that is there. But that doesn't mean that China should target any country and every country. It has been doing that. And if each country's, keep on braving it silently, the Chinese behavior, then each one of them will sink separately. And of course, Chinese are aware of this. Yet another reason of the Chinese behavior is Indo-US increased, proximities, and of course, the Quad, the strategic quadrilateral involving US, Japan, India, and Australia. Australia is going to get into the Quad probably very soon. Now, the Malabar exercises, Australia is going to get there. And Australia, which had rocked and ripped apart Quad many years ago, is now going to be an important member there. Now, all that is there. But the question is, will Modi government issue a statement? Because as the BJP's prime ministerial candidate, Modi had poo-pooed the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and had ripped him apart over his policies on Pakistan and China. On Pakistan, he had said that you need a 56-inch chest, and on China, he had said that you need to look at China with red eyes. Now, the nation would like to know, obviously, what is the color of the eyes of Mr. Modi. Now, well, I end with this. Hope you will respond to, you will like it, you will comment over it, and you will subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.